Is sales really a numbers game anymore? Not likely. And the reason is, if you take the days of old, and back to 50s, 60s, even in the early 70s, there was canvassing or door to door for business to consumer type of products. The um, pots and pan sales, the water treatment type of stuff, vacuum cleaners, really popular door to door for a very long time. And nowadays, it's really frowned upon, door to door canvassing and the like. And what's happened is that in certain jurisdictions, it's just simply illegal to go door to door selling things. And with the days of old, where the sales manager would say to their team, with the prospects that are out there, just go door to door and bang on 100 doors. Out of that 100, you might close a couple of deals, and it might take you a day to do that 100, or maybe 2 days, depending on the neighborhood, depending on how closely knit that particular group of housing was and whatnot. And that's business to consumer. Business to business still can work a little bit to the canvassing, or cold calling, as we often call it, where you go to various businesses depending on what you're selling. If you're selling services, or say advertising for your local radio station, or local newspaper, that type of thing. Well, door-to-door canvassing can work very well, in the way that you develop a relationship with the prospect, becomes a customer or a client of yours, and you help along in promoting their business. When it comes to single sale type of things with consumers, a vacuum cleaner is a one-time sale. Very difficult to go back in a year or two and sell them another vacuum cleaner, unless say they're you buy one and then they refer you to their in-laws to buy one, because I've heard that story many, many times from people who sell vacuum cleaners, and that's the way it was. But what they can't do anymore is actually the door to door stuff, or even burning through leads. If they get leads, well, they got to really nurture the lead. It can't just be a numbers game anymore, where you're just calling on people and hoping for the best, where you can take a list of 100 people, call them up, or go to their doors and then just burn through them. Because this day and age, it costs way too much time and money to get those particular leads, especially the actual good leads, and develop them properly, that you don't just want to be carrying on the way the old school people were. Back in the day, it was very lucrative to even just pick up the telephone book and call randomly out of the telephone book people who were potential prospects for the type of stuff that you had available. Even for business to business, there was a printed Yellow Pages, which was a complete directory of businesses that advertised in there. And when I was selling newspaper, and I did a little bit of radio as well, TV as well, that was it was a gold mine to work from a product like that, simply because they were businesses who advertised, and they were advertising um, in Yellow Pages. The only difference is that Yellow Page directory would come out just once a year, and so they had to get their ad right, in the right size and at the right price, and hopefully it would draw people in based on what they were advertising. However, with the other types of media, the radio, the TV, and all the rest, you could change copy on the fly. You can change campaigns. You can actually develop a lot of different things. And so, when it comes to just burning through leads, it's not really a great idea, because you want to nurture them in certain ways, that you want to have them buy something and continually buy something from you in the business that you offer, whether it's products and or services. So are the days of just a numbers game gone? I think they are. Although, you can still canvas. I brought up Canvas as a sample on how to do it, but you don't want to just burn through leads just arbitrarily, because they are too expensive, time consuming, and all the rest of it, just to burn through them. So take it as take from this what you will, but just know that the leads that you're provided with from your company, or if you're in small business and you're developing your own leads, you know exactly what I'm talking about, on the price tag that's attached to actually developing those leads, or purchasing it from another source. It can be very expensive, even if you're doing social media. I mean, developing leads that way can be cumbersome as well, and they can be very expensive because the organic days are long gone. The Facebooks of the world, the YouTube, or not the YouTube, but the the Googles of the world, they've figured all that out, and it's he who pays the most gets the lead, and you don't want to just burn through those leads for kicks and giggles, based on on a numbers game, as they used to call it back in the day. So anyway, I hope that that can help you in your business. That to nurture every lead, to use it to your best advantage, and to not only sell them something then, or if they can't sell something then, to actually refer to them in another time to sell them something else or upsell them. We're going to be getting into a lot of different things like that in the course of time. I want to thank you very much for tuning in today. You do make my day when I see that the people have seen it. Please like and share if it's of benefit to you. Leave your comments. Always positive comments are welcome. Negative comments are too, if they're well crafted and of mutual benefit. That is to say, if you want to approach this matter a little differently, I'm open to suggestions, because ultimately it should help you, and that's the idea behind it. I want to help you, and also I will ask that you paid for it. And once you get the success that you seek in business, that you don't forget the less fortunate people in your neighborhood and in your communities. There are people out there that are really hurting, and cash or cans for the local food bank are always welcome. I'm not. I don't get paid by the local food bank to do anything, but I think that there are people out there that are really working hard and struggling currently, that they can use the help. So don't forget about them, because ultimately they could be customers of yours. You never know. Get a little leg up and get them on often ways that we can't imagine. So help them out, and you'll be glad you did. Thank you so much for tuning in again. And my name is Rick Dupuy. I've been a salesman for 35 years, and just out here to help. Have a really great day, and we'll talk to you soon. And bye for now.